The visitors, as they get off the team bus earlier, the attitude and confidence they have is clear. A beautiful look from up above. The lights of Dallas, Texas, our sight tonight. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And with spring cleaning in full swing, let's check out the current power rankings. You take a look at the Knicks. They've risen to third in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
Well, I think for the Grizzlies, they've gotten into a slump. The season has not gone as planned. You get the sense that they're discouraged and they can't find any answers.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And for the Mavericks. All right, Grant, in the name of player development, if you've got a young team that's effectively out of the playoffs, do you scale back minutes for the veterans, even if they're playing well?
I would think so. Obviously, if the playoffs aren't in the picture, it's giving that remaining part of the season a chance for you young players to learn what the NBA is all about. So giving them more chances to play, resting the veterans, might be the smart move.
So Dallas will get the first possession. Here's Terry. He played a great game against Charlotte. Down low. Banked it in off the glass.
And, you know, being Nowitzki is 7 feet tall, he's tough to guard in the post because of that size and shooting touch. You can't allow him to get that kind of positioning.
Here's Jay. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Now here's Jackson. To the middle. Here's Terry. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Wilkins. And it's blocked. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Good.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
Here's Jay. Puts up a three. He's off on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Jackson. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. Here's Terry. And it's all from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Jay. Off with the layup.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Man, like how strong Nowitzki goes up with it there. I mean, when he's this close, he's not trying to lay it up, fellas. He's punching that thing.
Johnson. Wilkins. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Nowitzki. Out to the right wing. Here's Terry. Robinson defending. It's hauled in by Robinson.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
To the paint. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Zach Randolph, Zebo, so physical. Excels at drawing fouls on the way up.
Shooting for the away team.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assist.
And he drops the first.
Yeah, you know, you look at Randolph, he's now in the final laps of his career. He's a strong voice in the locker room, though, and somebody the younger players can look up to.
And so he makes both from the line. Now Jackson. In his last outing, he had 11 points. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Terry. The three. 5 to shoot. Wilkins with a rebound. For Vancouver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the floor. Driving in. The score now all even.
Well, starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Terry. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Here's Nowitzki. Gets an open look and hits it. He's got 6.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Here's Jay. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Can't get it to fall. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Aguirre. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Pass to Terry. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper.
Yes, he did. The floor awareness of Nowitzki, admirable. Does a stellar job working the ball over to the open man.
Here's Wilkins. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Here's Terry. 6 points for him.
Unleashes the bounce pass. An accurate assist.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. And here's Johnson. Pass to Jay. Here's Wilkins. Right wing. Here's Jay. That one's wide left.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
Here's Terry. Down low. Wallace. It's tipped. Pass to Robinson. Here's Wilkins. His last outing, he had 20. And out of bounds, the Mavericks will take it. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
The Mavericks have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Jackson with it. Pass to Wallace. Here's Aguirre. Jackson outside. There's the 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Wilkins. Pass to Randolph. Here's Wilkins. Clock is at 3. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Robinson's got his second basket of the night.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Here's Nowitzki. Robinson defending. Here's Nowitzki. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Here's Terry. That one doesn't drop. Here's Wilkins. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And now let's turn.
Substitution on the court.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Aguirre. The baseline Jay. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Vancouver has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Jay. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Deflected. Here's Randolph. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And for the Grizzlies. Here's Terry. Tipped. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Wilkins. There's the drive. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Inside. Here's Aguirre. Shoots over Robinson. Dallas no good that time either. For Vancouver, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Wilkins. Tries to break his ice. The shot no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
We got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Robinson with a steal. To the inside. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Wallace. Drains the jumper to finish off the break.
Boy, love the court awareness from Finley. Excellent at realizing when one of his guys is open.
Pass to Wilkins. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Wallace. He got a piece of it, and he recovers it. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Jay. Uses the glass on the layup.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Dallas calls time here. All right, Clark, in your heyday, you were a real force on the glass. What impresses you about today's rebounding experts?
Well, the rebounding piece of the game has not changed. It's all about timing, positioning, and desire to retrieve the ball. And I had that, and rebounding is universal. universal and timeless. If you can rebound at the highest level in college, then typically you're a good rebounder in the pros. And if you rebound in the pros in the 50s or 60s, you'd be able to rebound in the pros in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So that part of my game, I know, without any doubt, would still transfer today.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. Here's Terry. He's got 6. Pass to Wallace. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Terry knocks down the long J. 9 points in the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Jay. His last outing, he had 18 points. And he can't answer back with three-pointer offline.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Pass to Terry. Here's Wallace. Clock at 6.
Mavericks foul. Jim Jackson. That's his second personal foul.
Here's Wilkins. He has 6. Driving inside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Terry's shot is good.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Vancouver has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Here's Jay. Ooh, drains the 19-footer. Dallas has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Pass to Finley. And here's Jackson. This one for 3. Randolph grabs the miss. Here's Jay. Here's the 3. Counted from distance. And that'll tie this game up.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's Terry. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. To the middle. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Terry. 12 points for him. Robinson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Finley gets the bucket. Here's Jay. He's got 7. Pass to Battier. Robinson with it. Shoots from 12. Rebound by Terry. Fires from deep. Wilkins with a rebound.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Jay. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Huge
huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Here's Terry. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Jay. Inside. He shoots again. And there's a nice layup by Robinson. Robinson's got 10.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And Dallas calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up 4. And we'll be right back after. Time for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And guys, for the Grizzlies, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this stage.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Jay.
Mavericks foul. Jason Terry. That's his.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Wilkins to the paint. Here's Randolph. Wallace pulls it in. The Mavericks trailing on the court for the Grizzlies. Pass to Terry, and he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Jay. Outside Robinson. Here's Wilkins, defended by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jay. They get it back. Here's Robinson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both shots. Dallas has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Second half getting started. About a minute played. The shot by Terry, no good. Vancouver has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Jay. Pass to Randolph. Here's Wilkins. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. The shot by Terry, no good.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Here's Jay. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Jackson. He's got 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Wallace. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He has 6.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Wilkins. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Now here's Jackson. A shot from the high post. Randolph grabs the miss.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Now Robinson. Can't connect from short range.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Here's Aguirre. Inside. Here's Nowitzki.
And, you know, Nowitzki great at getting to the line. He's remarkable at just getting the defense to bump him and foul him.
First team foul. At the line for Dallas, Dirk Nowitzki, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And there's no doubt about it, fellas. Nowitzki has firmly cemented himself as an NBA legend. A sweet shooting big man who continues to get it done.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Pass to Wilkins. He can't hit that time. And the Mavericks go on the other way now.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Here's Aguirre. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Robinson. 14 points for him. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in. 10 points for him.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Pass to Nowitzki. To the paint. Here's Terry. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And you know, at 7 feet tall, Nowitzki sees over defenders and knows exactly when to make the pass.
Here's Jay, defended by Jackson. To the middle. Randolph gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Here's Wallace.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's Aguirre. And it's Jackson on the take. And the shot's good. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
no defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Pass to Wilkins. Down low. There's the steal. Here's Terry. He's got 14. McGuire can't hit. Here's Wilkins. Driving to the basket. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, the human highlight film. Wilkins that time crushing it off the dribble.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Jackson against Johnson. Wallace misses. Vancouver has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Jay. He's got 9. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 11.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
Substitution for the away team.
Here's Harper. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Can't hit from in close. Pass to Battier.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Taking 2 shots.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Hey, give them credit also for the number of layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the bucket.
The first free throw is good.
And Battier is the full package pro, a knockdown 3-ball specialist who also gets it done by working hard on the defensive end, too.
And he makes both free throws.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Jackson. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter. For Vancouver, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Here's Jay. He's got 11. Wing shot on the way. Offensive rebound.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Finley fires in the triple. Give him 8 points now.
And Finley, a dead-eye three-point threat. Once he has his feet up under him, he's ready to fire.
Here's Jay. Right side, Robinson. Clock at 2. Second chance shot. Abdul Rahim's shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Nowitzki. He's got 21. Pass to Finley. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he makes a first. It's both from the stripe. For Vancouver, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Here's Jay. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Away team foul. Brock Robinson. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Dallas, Michael Finley. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And that one's good. Jay.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Malone. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that's going to be a travel.
Away team ball.
Vancouver has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Battier. Here's Jay. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Three-pointer. Finley gets the bucket. He's got 15.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
On the wing, Davis, averaging around 5 points a game. Here's Nowitzki. They shoot again. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Grizzlies shooting at a 44% clip in the third. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. The rebound by Malone. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Finley. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Now here's Johnson. He's covered closely. Inside. Abdur-Rahim's shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And Dallas calls time here.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. You'd like to see better positioning defensively.
The last section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the last. Checking in for the away team. Greg coming onto the floor for the away team.
To the middle. Here's Aguirre. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. And for the Grizzlies, Pass to Wilkins. And he lays it up and in.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Nowitzki from about 19.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your basket.
For Vancouver, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Here's Wilkins. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Randolph. Outside Johnson. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
That's his second personal.
You know, Johnson is a superb scorer, an effective combo guard who can get it going in a hurry.
At the line for the away team, Kevin Johnson. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Terry. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Here's Jay. Pass to Wilkins. Wallace pulls it in. Here's Aguirre. Here's Terry. With the floater. Here's Wallace. Off target at the rim. Vancouver has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Pass to Jay. To the inside. Here's Abdul-Rahim. It's deflected.
Love how Nowitzki uses his long arms there on defense. Solid at coming up with blocks.
Here's Terry. It's rebounded by Abdul-Rahim. Pass to Jay. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Third team foul. At the line for the away team. At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Here's Terry. Pass to Nowitzki. Now here's Jackson, covered by Johnson. Beyond the arc. Jackson can't get it to go. Vancouver shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Oh, there's the alley. They get it back, and they get it back. Here's Terry. To the middle. Wallace's shot is good.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Defensively, they were not prepared for his inside game. They were not able to deny him the ball, and once he got it, he was so quick and able to get to work. Just a masterful performance in the paint tonight.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He spoke to his club like they were down in the score. He told them, quote, "We haven't won anything yet. Don't go easy. We've had all the leads like this, and we've seen them evaporate quickly." Coach bringing the urgency. Back to you.
Allie, thank you.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Here's Nowitzki. And that one comes up a bit short. Vancouver has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Down low. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Terry. Here's Nowitzki. Wilkins with a rebound. Pass to Jay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Abdul-Rahim. And the shot goes down. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Pass to Wallace. Inside. Terry's shot is good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting around 44%. Not bad. Releases from 15. No luck on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, I like that. Confidence and power on display by Nowitzki there. Even when the defense is bumping him and making it tough, he stays right with it.
For your Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki at the line for one.
Vancouver has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here's Jay. Tries it from the top of the key. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. Dallas has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Robinson. And it's Nowitzki missing. Vancouver shooting right below 40% here in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Got a hand on it. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Terry. Here's Nowitzki. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 26 points for him.
You know Nowitzki, he has been in these situations a bunch of times before. When it's a big moment, he loves taking the shot.
Here's Jay. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 5th personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the away team. Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. Harper, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
And Dallas calls time here. They're trailing by 7. A minute 29 left in the final quarter. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. And the officials call a traveling violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
Vancouver has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jay. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randolph.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. You come up empty, and it's over.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far
Now
off.
at the line for your Mavericks. Mark Aguirre. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And so he hits both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
The Grizzlies shooting around 44%. Not bad. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Jay. Outside Johnson. Here's Wilkins. Harper pulls it in.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's Nowitzki. Cash.
Boy, Dirk Nowitzki is a handful, and they're having a lot of trouble dealing with him.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting into his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Big free throws right there to make this a 2-possession game.
And Dallas calls time here. They trail by 4. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seventeen seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Wallace. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You've got to love the way Nowitzki demands the ball. He's not asking for it. He's making him throw it to him. When the game's on the line, he wants to be the one to take the shot.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Here's Nowitzki. It's hauled in by Robinson. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.